Hello, it's Colin and Sandy again from Sandy Audiovisual. We're here with a TriCaster TCXD 860. That's pretty much the second to the top of the line model. We have the XD 860 and then the 8000. So this is the top of the line of the 800 series. And we're also looking at well, we're really not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the new talk show from NewTek. Alrighty, so here's my basic setup. I have the TriCaster here. Should turn on the monitor in a second. I'm using I guess I should turn it on, Panasonic P2 camera. I'm just on a battery with a lovely HDSDI cable. The HDSDI cable is coming into the TriCaster on input 1. On input 3, I have it coming out of the NewTek talk show, and let me get around here, all this lovely junk here in the warehouse. All right, so here's the back of the talk show, probably the most interesting part of the machine. You'll see I have a green cable going into the SDI in and a reddish cable coming out of the SDI out. So I'm taking the auxiliary out. I'll come back here again. You'll see I'm taking the aux out from the TriCaster right here. Aux out, the green cable. Aux out, green cable to SDI in, green cable, and then that out is just going into input 3 on the TriCaster. Also hooked up Ethernet here. I didn't hook up the Genlock, and that's just out of sheer laziness. I have an older, you can see here in the rack, Blackbird's generator, but I figured for the purposes of just checking this stuff out, no need to hook up the Genlock. If there's 1 or 2 frame seconds delay, I don't think you'll notice on this video. Anyhow, here is the TriCaster. I have my home talk show test here. I'm in a 1080 by 30p session, and I'm just going to start the live production here, and then I'm going to turn on the talk show, which I'll have coming on this monitor here by the control surface for the TriCaster. So let me just fire this up while the TriCaster is firing up. Another thing I should mention for this video is that I'm coming into a really old switch. Silly me, all of my gigabit network switches I actually brought home because I was so excited that I actually have fiber running straight into my network equipment in my basement, not to my wall, not to just on the inside of my wall, but literally directly into my equipment, that I got excited and got a whole bunch of found every gigabit switch I had lying around so that I could test it out. Anyway, so that means there's none here at the warehouse, and I did my initial scrounge up this D-Link. It's a 10100 switch, so hopefully, and I know I'm certain actually that this thing wants a gigabit switch, so any quirks as far as speed is concerned, well, that's the reason for it. I'll have to do this video over again, but I'm hoping that none of the video pops over 100 megabits. What else am I looking at here? And that's about it, so video coming in to the TriCaster, out of the TriCaster. Let me give you a better shot here of the talk show. This is it from NewTek. I've never seen rack attachments like that. They're actually pretty cool. Anyway, this is a talk show VS-100, the Skype TX machine here from our friends at NewTek. So I'm going to just hit the on button here. You heard the fan spin up and then it got really quiet. Go around the camera here. And let's see, choose an operating system. Back, put, or restore. Oh, it kind of beat me to it. That's sort of like how the TriCaster boots too. It'll ask if you want to restore the thing or just boot up into its system. So here it is loading up Skype TX. You know, and like the TriCaster, it doesn't look like it has actually locked me out of the actual native Windows interface. And I'm not sure. This awfully looks a lot like Windows 7, but it kind of looks like Windows 8 too. Not certain which one it is. Let's see. Wrong mouse. This is the mouse or TX. Yes. Okay. Okay, by those icons, I'm guessing it's here is Windows 8 that is running the TX. And let's get that back. So it looks like the familiar Skype interface that you're used to. You know, type in your Skype name. Oh, wrong keyboard. Silly me using identical NewTek keyboards here, but if you notice the one that's covered over, this TX or this Skype talk show here is not mine, so I'm being very ginger with the accoutrements here. Lovely accessories. Alright, so let's log in, and of course, hopefully I remember my password. Signing in. Very, very lucky if that actually works. It seems to have. Oh, lovely. You'll notice here that this is something you kind of have to dig to look for, but it looks similar to the nerd panel that's on Skype. The regular version of Skype, but the call technical info and network info right now is not saying much of anything because we're not in the call, but if you're having difficulty reading this, will go down the list. It'll show the name of the session, remote, incoming, jitter in milliseconds, round trip in milliseconds, transport, UDP status, packet count, packet lost burst, under system, CPU total, in percentage, CPU Skype, in percentages, CPU hiccups, the number of them, Skype version, under audio, the sample rate, the audio codec, audio packet loss percentage, audio capacity in bytes per second, and audio packet length in milliseconds. And scrolling down this list, you have video capture here. Width, height, so the resolution, rotation, the color space, camera frame rate, requested frame rate, the video stream, and sorry about that, I bit my tongue earlier. Some Nando's Peri Peri. It was very, very yummy. Anyways, width, height, up switch allowed, codec profile, encoder type, target frame rate, bit rate capacity, video capacity.